Is there a parallel here with Ajahn Mahabua's description of the deathless chitta as true self?
Yes, I have a PowerPoint about this actually. If you want to talk about Ajahn Mahabua, because I did say something about Ajahn Man, who is Ajahn Mahabua's teacher, Luang Pu Man, or the founder of modern forest monk tradition. Well, Ajahn Mahabua, he did describe Nibbana as self in one of his teachings, but then he later on said that Nibbana is neither self or not self. So we don't know for sure what is his opinion on this. But with Ajahn Man, we have what we have in Ajahn Mahabua's biography of Ajahn Man, the Thai biography, not the English translation, of course, because in the English translation it was omitted. We have, of course, the reference to the hang on, where is it? Puttosphere, or the treasure of the Buddha to be found within one's body, which enable one to gain knowledge of the three worlds.
Hmm.
The Puttosphere is a glass sphere that is precious in the three realms. It is a sphere of cleverness, knowing all the three worlds. The Venerable Sphere is very bright, brighter than 100,000 suns. For the sun cannot illuminate heaven and hell to be seen, but the Puttosphere can illuminate all. The Bhutto is a bright glass sphere of numerous and uncountable colors. Bhutto is a splendid treasure of the Buddha. Bhutto is a bright body of knowledge and not material. This is in Ajahn Mahabua's biography of Ajahn Man, which has been in Thai and omitted in the English translation. I translated this in order to show that even in Ajahn Man's teaching there is the concept of a bright sphere, which referring to meditative attainment. This is one of the main characteristics of old meditation, of Boran Kamatan, which still exists in the forest meditation, in forest monk tradition, you see. And also another aspect is Ajahn Man's visited by past Buddha and Arahats. When asked how the Buddha could appear resembling the human form when they had already attained Nibbana without remainder of the five aggregates, Ajahn Man said this. This is in the English translation, but I have retranslated it. The Buddhas and Arahants ultimately exist as purified minds. Ajahn Man here. The purity of the mind that you have already seen is the Tathagata. Yes, the Tathagata who has come in this body, you may appearing in human form, has come only in the conventional samutti form. If the other side, i.e. Ajahn Man, has purity of mind but still possesses the conventional body, yeah, the Anupatisesa Nibbanasa, i.e. the Buddha, must manifest the conventional to him. So Ajahn Man talks about the purified mind of the Buddha and the Arahats, able to manifest conventional forms to those who has attained Arahatship in his biography. But there is no statement by Ajahn Man saying that Nibbana is self or anything. But this is as close to it as he has come.
I again want to draw a parallel. So while Ajahn Man or Ajahn Mahabua might have said Nirvana is neither self nor non-self, this is exactly what also some of the proponents of the other emptiness or also other schools who don't belong necessarily to the Shentong or other emptiness tradition say, that the ultimate Dharmakaya or the ultimate great self, the big self, is the one that transcends both the ordinary conceptual self and non-self. So there's a greater self that transcends the conceptual construction of both the self and non-self.
Yes, exactly, and that's and what I have emphasized in my book is that Achan Sermchai, my teacher, has always said that, you know, Nibbana is of course devoid of a soul, of atta, in the sense of a soul, a being, a self, like a jiva, a life, a being, uh, that is connected to the conventional self. But it doesn't mean it's devoid of the unconditioned self, the refuge, the true self.
And another parallel I want to again come up with is this use of the crystal imagery. Now, in the Vajrayana Buddhist tradition, crystal is used as a initiation nature of the mind. The Buddha nature is, and a crystal is often used to demonstrate the luminous nature of the mind to the disciples. So we find this very striking similarity in the use of the crystal imagery.
Yes, can I share my PowerPoint again? There is a passage that I want to show you.
Please.
So this passage is refers to the Kevata Sutta, and my teacher Ajahn Sermchai usually say that why the critics of Samarahang meditations always say Nibbana cannot be seen. But in here it says, the Kevata Sutta say, Nibbana that can be realized is anidasa, cannot be seen with the physical eyes, ananta, endless, without arising or passing away. The brackets are his interpretation, and has bright radiance, clearer and purer than all other dhammas. And there is a passage in Udana, water, earth, fire, and wind do not stand in Nibbana. In that Nibbana, star's ray do not reach it, sunshine does not reach it, the moon's ray does not reach it, but there is no darkness in Nibbana. What my teacher always say is that the above statement indicates that Nibbana is an unconditioned Dhamma that cannot be seen with the human eye, with the Deva Brahma eyes. But if it cannot be seen at all, the Buddha would not have described it as having a bright and clear radiance and without darkness. It is to be seen with Panya Chakku, realized with wisdom, and also with the eyes of Dhammakaya. That's what he has said. When people argue against him, saying that Nibbana cannot be seen, he likes to argue back in this manner.